Tuesday evening, at the end of my shift, I was summoned to my supervisor's office for a meeting. When I got to that meeting, a representative of my local union, ATU 265, was there, along with Supervisor. We sat down and we started talking, and I was informed that I needed to start complying with their rule about wearing the face mask at work. I told him that for personal reasons, I wasn't gonna do it. He asked me why I wasn't gonna do it, and I went through a list of reasons, and he agreed with a lot of what I had to say. He then told me that it was really above his head and that he had to comply because he was getting his orders, and so he was relaying the orders to me. I told him, I said, you know, I'm not holding anything personal against you. I know you have orders. And he said, well, I'm gonna have to inform you that they're gonna take further actions if you don't comply with this order. I told him to let his supervisor know that, you know, I wasn't gonna comply, and we'll see what happens after that. He said, okay, he understood. And so Tuesday night was the last night I worked because I was taking a few days off for my birthday. It's Sunday now, and I'm on my way back to work. Saturday and Friday, I got calls from my union, and they informed me that the supervisors had informed them that they were going to be taking further actions against me for not complying with this face mask rule. I asked them if they wanted to be present at the next meeting we were going to have, and they said they did. I let them know what time I'm coming to work. I'm on my way to work now, so we're going to see what happens when I get there. I'm going to record what takes place, and you all will be able to see everything. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this camera up for right now, and I'll turn it back on when I get to work. Alrighty, y'all. I'm coming up into my workplace now. I'm going to drive around here to the parking lot and see if I see anybody at the gate. And we're going to see what happens. I see a few people standing out down a little ways past the gate. I'm gonna go ahead and park. I'm gonna bring my camera with me, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna turn it off for right now, but I'll turn it back on when I get to the gate. Alrighty, I'm at the gate.
Alright, so.
Alright, how you doing?
I'm John Foster.
Okay, I'm Dwayne Keller.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just here to support you.
Okay.
And witness what's going on.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'll let you do your thing until you get called in or whatever. And if you'd like representation, I'll be glad to be in there and just witness what goes happen.
Yeah, you're welcome to come in and join the conversation.
Okay, I'll walk in.
All right.
All right, so I don't know the whole 100. Well, I mean, I kind of do. Whatever. The whole situation. So to clarify between me and you as your buddy, I 100% and every single person on the shift 100% respects you by standing your ground.
Okay.
So that being said, though, all right. That being said, I don't want you to lose your job or them even mess with you over some stupid shit that none of us believe in.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at one point, like, I'm only coming at you as a friend. Because I don't want to see him do it. It's just from here to there.
Yeah.
Until you get to your workstation to make them happy. Would you even consider that or no?
I'm not gonna
even entertain it.
Okay.
No. All right.
No. It's the principle of the matter.
I know, and I get it, dude. And that's why I told Chewy. I talked to Chewy because I'm the safety steward, obviously, right? And I said, I get it and I respect them for it, but I still want to see if I can ask them.
Yeah.
You know? If that's their biggest thing is like general, then cool. If not, then all right.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do my day like I normally do my
Absolutely,
day.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go through your emotions, brother.
Alrighty. I'm at the time clock.
I don't know who's even here or anything. So.
Oh, look at this. Time clock is not even letting me clock in.
How you doing? How are you? I'm doing well.
Let me see what mine says real quick too.
Okay. Yeah, see?
Well, mine's already because I already signed in.
Yeah.
Chad, go ahead and sign in real quick.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
See?
it's not even allowing
See,
him
it's
to
not
sign
even
in.
allowing me to clock in. Okay, so we're gonna see. I'm gonna go ahead and put my uniform on.
Yeah, go through your motions.
Okay.
I don't think so. This is 100% factual. If you have a hard time breathing with a mask on, the doctor will support it.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this based off of a quote medical condition. I
Right.
don't have. I'm a healthy individual.
Yeah, but you don't have to have medical condition
Yeah.
to not be able to breathe.
Yeah, and that's to me is it.
Yeah.
We have to breathe.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess you could say that is a medical
It's
condition.
technically a medical condition.
Yeah, but I don't want to get off on this on a technicality.
It's not technical.
I want this. You know, there's
I don't
lots.
believe it is it? Kind of technically, right?
Your conviction, you're saying you don't want to lie. If you
Yeah.
go to your doctor, you say, I cannot breathe within the mask on, you are not
That's
lying.
not-
Well, I can
You stated
breathe
that
within
to
a
me.
mask, but I don't feel that it's a healthy thing for me to do. And so,
I'm not.
and, you know, it's
you
not,
know, we,
you know.
we spoke, and it's like I get what you're saying, and
Yeah.
so this is on you. If you wanted to, you could try to get a doctor's note and see, but it's your conviction.
I don't know if you're aware, but this happened. What was it last week, Jesse? When they tried making me sign for they did the whole mask thing, right? And what did I say right at that moment? I said, I'm not signing that.
Yeah.
As a safety steward, I don't feel comfortable signing that piece of paper. I said, because I can't ask any one of my members to wear a mask for 7.5 hours. And this is when we had the heat wave, mind you, right? I said, I can't comfortably ask any of my brothers and sisters to wear a mask for 7.5 hours. It's not safe, it's not healthy. We work with chemicals that you may not even know get on your mask that you might now be inhaling.
Yeah. Well,
Right?
that's a huge one right
And
there.
I said, so if they want me to wear, and this is what I said, if you guys want me to, I called Zach, I said, if they want me to wear it through the shop when I punch in and wear it to my workspace, I'm okay with that. If they want me to wear it to a restroom or the break room, I'll do that too, even though I don't agree with it. But I'm not gonna wear it all night long when I work. I can't breathe, I can't do that.
Yeah, it's heavy work that we're doing.
And Zach said, he 100% agrees, and as long as you're 6 feet away and you're in a workstation by yourself, they will back us up. And I said, okay, because you are agreeing with that,
But if you have it sort of like
well, around
go through
like
the
this,
motion,
right? It's
and,
like
and he does, and you don't want to do it.
like if I have it like this, like I wear my mask like this all night long. You see me every night. I wear it like this.
Yeah.
If someone comes around me, just go like that real quick.
Right.
Do I agree with it? No. But if it's just enough to keep them off my ass, if that's what they're asking, to me, I don't agree with it. But if that's what you want to make yourself feel happy and you want to be a sheep, then that's fine. Let you be a sheep. I'm not a sheep, but if that's what's making you feel better, okay. Right?
I don't look at myself being a sheep.
No, I'm saying them.
Oh,
They're
okay.
being sheep.
Oh, okay.
They're being,
got it on.
they're being, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not a sheep.
No, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like what? I'm just.
I'm not going
if I care
along
about-
to get along.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Don't put me on YouTube.
To me is if people feel better about the mask, we know it really doesn't prevent anything. It's not really preventing anything. The virus is too small anyways, right? And technically we all probably know that. But if it makes someone feel better and the company feels better,
I have no problem with people wearing masks all day long. They can
Yeah.
wear them all day long.
it's just
But it's not going to happen with me because I know it's not a belief. I
Right.
know that it's not necessary
Right.
to be wearing a mask right now.
They're coming from, and I'm just.
I know they're
play
coming from
devil's
some psychopath in Sacramento.
Absolutely. So it's state, local mandates, and they're putting it out, and so that's where they're coming from. You know.
Yeah.
And I think that's my only issue, like my only concern, Dwayne, is that because it is state mandated, right? It kind of it ties the union's hands to defend.
But you know, a mandate is like a legality, isn't it? Okay, so you know, it's a lot of things that are legal that are not moral.
Right.
Okay, and so a man could join the military and go kill someone. Was it legal? Yes.
Because he's in the military.
But was it right to do? No.
Right.
Okay, well, something could be mandated or it could be legal to do, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do it or that you should do it. And so that's where I stand on this whole situation. That's where I stand. And I am not going to willingly participate in a lie. It's not going to happen. And that's what I would be doing if I put on that mask. I'm going to tell y'all something else too. That mask is just the first step to something bigger. And it's coming. It's coming.
It started with taking your shoes off at the airport.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Comply.
Yeah. It's all part of the same little program they've been running for some time now.
Alright, I'm not gonna run out there.
So we're gonna see where this is gonna go. But I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. When I was a young man, I went to the store, and this dude walked up to me, and he was pretending like he knew me, and he would say, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, shook my hand and stuff. Yeah. So have you seen Betty or Barbara or whatever? And I'm looking at this man, and he's like, you know, acting like he knows me. And I said, "I don't know you." And he said to me, he said, "You know what? You are the first person to actually say that. Most people will pretend like they knew me when they really didn't know me." And it was a college, not a college
Like
prank.
a skit kind of thing.
It was a psychological thing. And that's how I've been my whole life. And so I'm not going to change. It's just how I've been, you know.
Oh, you're outnumbered.
I don't need a whole entourage of people here.
Definitely outnumbered.
I don't want to stop work from happening just for this. So if you're going to be here to listen to...
I will be here. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here. He's gonna be here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the union of safety steward in the foreman. If he's going to be asked to leave work, the foreman can be present because it's taken away from the work floor. As the safety steward on the floor and the shop, I'm directed to be here for union representation. So that way, if anything else is going to happen, I need to be able to explain to the rest of the people on the floor.
Anything else going to happen?
Well, I don't know.
Interesting. Well, you know what? I don't care about that. That's fine. I don't see a problem with that.
You have any problems with me recording this?
No, I'm not angry.
You came in kind of
I'm not
hot,
angry.
Mike.
I just got to do my job, man.
Do you have any problems with me?
Like to do this.
I know. Do you have any problems with me recording this procedure?
Not at all.
Okay. Just wanted that for the record.
Okay. You won't get my face because I got a mask on. Like
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
supposed
Yeah. I'm not supposed to.
to. Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
You all right there? That's for you.
Okay.
And this is what's posted all over the place, all over VTA.
Okay.
And that is, well, I'll read it. Okay. The subject is social distancing and face masks. We continue to experience issues with employees maintaining proper social distancing at operating divisions. Effective immediately. Employees are required to always carry a face mask on their person. Disposable face masks are available through dispatch, parts, and your supervisor. When moving through or while in populated common areas such as hallways, restrooms, break and ready rooms, locker rooms, while conducting business or visiting someone else's workspace, in any other area where 6 feet distancing cannot be maintained or assured, the face mask must be worn at all times. If a barrier such as a wall, door, sneeze guard, or partition is in place between the individuals, separating them from one another, the face mask is not required, but is recommended. Operators must wear face coverings while operating a bus or LRV per the Santa Clara County Public Health Department. Maintenance employees must wear a face mask when working together on the same project, bus, LRV, or room where physical distancing cannot be achieved or maintained. Employees medically unable to wear a cloth face covering or face mask must carry and wear a face shield as an alternative to the required face mask. Face shields are also available through dispatcher parts. However, maintenance employees who are using a face shield are responsible for ensuring that the face shield meets the required safety standards for the task they are performing. If you have any questions, please contact your supervisor or the superintendent. That's your copy, boss.
All right.
Is this a policy or is this a notice?
That's a notice.
Okay.
And, what was your name again?
John Pospashek. You want me to spell it?
Yes, I do.
I think I have a card.
That would work better. Thank you, sir. I guess you already know who I am.
Yeah, let me make sure you got the right card out. Yeah, that's right. Stick other people's cards in there too.
Now, are you guys here to participate in this meeting, or are you here to?
I just had a question. I just want, do you mind me asking questions, or do you just want?
I do.
Okay.
My beef is with him,
I'm not confronting.
and it's not really my beef. This is my job with
I do
him.
represent him. My job is representing him, make sure that things are. And I was just wondering. I didn't see what you had, and I had one. I just wanted to see what you were reading. That's all.
Okay, you want a copy too?
You're welcome to read my copy.
I just want to make sure this is the same copy. No, this is a different one. But yeah, I will.
You can read
I would
it.
like a copy of that.
What do you have?
This is another one that I got from the Union Hall, but
Okay.
if I could get a copy of this later.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And you are the vice president of political. Oh,
I'm vice president of the local, and then I'm also political director.
okay. Anyway, so I gave you a copy of the option notice, and it says ensure a steward is present. You're just as good as a steward. Okay,
So the issue is.
this is our meeting.
Okay.
Nothing personal, but this is. between-
No, absolutely. Sorry, Mike.
Okay. Do you understand you're required to wear a mask on VTA property?
I understand that VTA is asking me to wear a mask.
No, we're not asking.
Or VTA has been mandated by Sacramento or the health department or whatever for their employees to wear a mask.
So the answer to that is yes.
I'm gonna give you that right there.
There's nothing unsafe or unlawful about wearing a mask while on VTA property.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, why not?
CO2 levels, for one thing, go up when you have a face mask on when you're wearing a face mask. If you're walking around with a face shield all day, it gets dirty, it becomes a issue, an issue if that happens. So, and the main thing is it doesn't have to. Well, we'll just talk about. We'll just talk about the.
What'd you say about the face shield now?
Face shields get dirty, just like this thing right here. Having to look through something when you could be looking directly at it becomes a problem, especially when you're working out there in the shop. You're getting oil and stuff splashed all over you and stuff, and it becomes a vision problem.
I notice you wear glasses.
I wear glasses for reading, yes,
Okay.
but I can easily clean these.
You couldn't easily clean the face shield.
Well, after time, you know.
Cannot easily clean a face shield.
Well, you know what? Yeah, I could easily clean the face shield. Go ahead and put that down. Yeah, I could clean the face shield.
Okay, I'll strike that. Okay.
Can I get clarity on something?
What's that?
Did you offer him a shield or a mask, or were you specifically speaking of 2 masks or shields?
It's in there,
I
and it tells you that shields and masks are available to him
Okay, I
through
didn't
parts.
know we were going off the top of the shields and masks. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Okay. VTA provides masks for all VTA employees, if you want them. Most of you guys have your own. Do you understand this is a direct order?
I do now.
Okay.
If you're making it a direct order, yes.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
It's not. We're not asking.
Okay.
You're dealing with people's safety, other people's safety.
Just
Okay.
for clarity, can you define direct order so he knows what a direct order is?
So you know, or for him to know?
For him. I'm representing him.
Okay. All right.
I have the right to speak and represent, unless you want me to take a break, take him outside and have him ask you. This is nothing personal with you.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I think you're taking it personal.
Remember we talked about this before? There's nothing personal, but as a union,
Okay.
as brothers, that's the part of the union.
Okay.
It's zero personal whatsoever.
Dwayne, if you want to take a break and step outside at any moment, we could take a break and consult.
Okay, I just want to know one thing now. What is this line of questioning leading to?
Leading to find out what you want to do.
What I want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can tell you that right now.
No, I have questions to ask you first.
Okay, all right.
Okay. A direct order is a direct order. That's a telling you this must be done. Or he could be liable for being insubordinate.
It must be done based off of what? A law, a mandate, a legality? What is it based off of? Why is it a direct order? That's what I want to know.
Because it's a policy adopted by the company.
A policy adopted by
For
the
your
DCA.
safety and everyone else's around you. We see it as a safety issue.
Okay, why do you see it as a safety issue? What are the grounds to it being a safety issue? Tell me what grounds wearing a mask.
Well,
It's a safety
that
issue.
is part of the CDC CDC regulations, not necessarily regulations, but what do they call that? CDC requirements for slowing the spread of COVID-19. It's CDC recommendations is what it is.
You said slowing the spread of COVID-19.
Correct.
There is no COVID-19.
I didn't ask you that.
I know, but you are mandating that I do something based off of something that doesn't exist.
Well, that's your opinion, and you're entitled
It's
to your opinion.
not opinion. It's a fact.
Okay. In your opinion, it's a fact. In our opinion, it's not a fact. And the company is the one who makes your check, writes your check, who signs it, makes it valid.
I don't
So
care about money.
they have rules.
I don't care about a
Okay.
check. I
Okay.
care about what's right and what's wrong. Okay?
That's not what's at issue here. What's at issue here is
No,
you wearing a
that's
mask.
definitely what's at each issue, because you're mandating that I do something that is based off of a lie. So yes,
That's
it
your
is.
opinion.
It is.
That's your opinion.
It's not my opinion. It's a fact.
Okay, I'm not here to discuss what you feel is a
Okay.
fact or an opinion. I'm here to discuss what VTA, has mandated and is asking you to do.
A mandated. What is a mandate? A mandate is a legality, isn't it?
Well,
It's a legality.
I've given you a direct order to wear a mask while you're at work here, according to the guidelines in that notice.
When I was in the military,
I don't need to know about your military.
I'm going to tell you what I feel about direct orders. It was drilled into me that if someone gave me an unlawful direct order, I did not have to follow it. Okay? And that stuck with me. And no one has proven to me that COVID-19 is real. I see a whole bunch of stuff on the television, brainwashing stuff on the television and the news and propaganda and programming, but there's no real proof there. The real proof comes with actually going and doing some research at the CDC's website, which is what I have done. I've read through documents in many different think tanks from the Rockefeller Foundation. I went through the agenda at the event that took place just prior to this, and I have come to the conclusion, without any doubt that we are being manipulated. And the mask is just one of the steps that they're going to take. And I'm not going to participate in something that I know is not going to be good for me in the end, or anyone else. I'm not going to participate in it. That's just where I stand. I could go through all your questions, and you can say I'm not following the direct order and I'm being insubordinate or whatever, but I'm thinking to a higher level right now, higher than anything DTA has. And that's I'm doing this not just for myself, I'm doing it for you and everybody else in this room. Because if we go along to get along, we deserve what we're going to get in the end. And I'm telling you, I see the signs out there right now as to what is going on, and I don't like it. But I see a lot of people who are not comfortable. They don't agree with it, but they go along with it anyway. And so, that's on them. That's what they're going to have to live with. But I'm not going to live that way. What you see is what you get with me. Now, if I went through all of that stuff that I went through, the research that I did, the documents that I read, and I had any doubt as to my position, I would be wearing the mask right now. But I have no doubt because I read the documents. I see the statistics. Okay, the CDC, you mentioned that earlier. Did you know that this year, the CDC recorded a rising number of COVID-19 deaths? But at the same time, deaths from heart attacks, death from strokes, death from cancer, all of them went down in proportion to the rising of the COVID. Okay, so what does that tell you? They hadn't gone down any of the other 10 years that I looked at. They only went down in the year when they had the COVID.
Dwayne,
so
let me
I
stop you
looked
right
through all of
there.
that.
Let me stop you.
I know.
I'm not here to discuss any of that.
Okay, all right.
Not one bit of that.
Okay.
I have nothing to do with your research and what your findings are.
But you're using COVID-19 to mandate that I do something.
No, I'm using the company policy.
The company policy was based off of COVID-19.
To conduct this meeting right now.
Okay.
And to find out what you want to do.
Okay.
I have nothing to do with all your research and your findings.
Okay. But I know
that what my company tells me to do, and that's what I'm doing. My job.
Okay.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Sure.
He spoke on CO2 levels, and I wanted you to continue. What's the problem with CO2 levels? Is it a safety issue? Can you elaborate on that?
OSHA has a standard. OSHA has a standard for workplace environments, and CO2 is one of them. If it drops below a certain point or rises above a certain point, it becomes a safety issue. And that's what I was concerned about, because when you have a mask or a shield over your face, you're rebreathing your air. You're not getting fresh air. Breathing is a medical condition. Everybody needs to breathe to live. Wearing that mask is causing more problems than it is solving over the long run. When you're in the shop and you're working.
When you said over the long run, what kind of long run are you talking about?
Over the long run.
Because I see, doctors, nurses.
They don't wear them 24 hours a day, 7 days. Or they don't wear them 8 hours a day.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. My sister is a nurse. I know. My sister's a nurse. She doesn't wear her mask
when she
from the
takes a
time that
break?
she goes to work to the time that she gets off. She does not wear a mask.
Like again, you're getting me off the subject, man.
I wanted to know, are you claiming that it was a safety issue? Is that why you're not?
I'm not claiming it is a safety issue. I'm just saying that's just one thing. My main objection to this is the fact that I don't feel comfortable helping to perpetrate a lie. That's my main issue. I'm not a hypocrite. If I see something that I don't care, okay, I'll put it to you this way. A lie is a lie, even if everybody in the world believes it. And the truth is the truth, even if nobody believes it. So I live my life in the truth. I choose to do that. And nobody in this world, VTA or anybody, is going to make me be untrue to myself and to other people if I don't want to. And that's what I feel VTA is trying to do, trying to make me be untrue. And I'm not going to do it. Now, you can call it being disobeying an order or insubordinate or whatever. But I'm looking to a higher power, higher than VTA, higher than Sacramento, higher than Washington, D.C. It doesn't feel right here in my heart, okay? It's not right for what's going on in this world right now. It's not right. And so you can say I'm being disobedient or whatever you want to call it, and say give me the grounds to fire me or whatever you're going to do. That's okay with me. If at least when I leave here, I know I was true to myself, and I was true to what I know. So if you want to go ahead and go through your little questions, and
I do,
and we can get through the questions, and then you can dismiss me or whatever it is that you're going to do for the next step, and then we'll go from there.
Do you understand that I am giving you a direct order to put on and keep on your mask while you're on VTA property?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand the consequences of not complying with this direct order?
Tell me what the consequences are of me not complying with your direct order. For the record.
Well, first of all, if you're going to come here and not wear a mask and not be like comply, if you're not going to comply, then that is considered to be insubordination. And if you're going to come here and everyone else is wearing a mask and you refuse to wear one, and we believe the opposite of what you believe, and it's been...
belief is really something.
I didn't interrupt
it's
you.
Really
It's
really easy for someone to believe something, okay? It's really easy to believe something. All you got to do is just listen to what the person says and not do any work to find out whether or not it's true. But knowing is something totally different. Knowing is actually getting out and actually finding out if what someone is telling you to believe is actually factual. That's the difference between belief. No, I don't believe that there's no COVID. I know that there's no COVID.
That's not what this is about.
Okay, well, you mentioned belief. I thought I had to say
This
that.
is about being given an order to do something here and you're refusing to do it. That's what it's about. Everybody has their own beliefs. You're not the only one.
I don't have a belief in this matter. I know
What
in
am
this
I?
matter.
What did I do? Oh, you know. Okay.
It's a difference.
Okay.
I have beliefs, yes, things that I can't factually come to a conclusion about, and so therefore I would have a belief about something, but this is not one of them.
Well, the union contract and VTA policies prohibit insubordination. Then they both allow discipline for insubordination.
I don't feel that I'm being insubordinate.
Okay. You may choose to leave work but you may not choose to be insubordinate. So you make the choice. If you choose to be...
I'm not going to leave work voluntarily. If you make me leave work, then I will leave work, but I'm not going to do it voluntarily.
You're volunteering if you're
No.
refusing to wear a mask when you're
No,
working
I'm not.
here.
I'm just refusing to wear a mask. It's not.
Okay. All right, you're refusing to wear a mask, so then as of now, and it's, I'll just say, what, 5 o'clock? You're on unpaid status, and feel free to leave, or I'm gonna help you leave.
What is unpaid status and I'm free to
The same as
leave?
being punched out.
Well, I never punched in because when I went to the
Well,
time clock, it didn't work.
You attempted to punch in, and you've expressed that to me, and I will make note of that. In fact, I've
Okay.
already made note of that.
Okay.
So you will be paid from the time you attempted to punch in until 5 o'clock.
Well, I attempted to punch in about 3:45 or so. I don't know if you got a
Your shift
record of
doesn't
that or
start
not.
till 4 o'clock, so.
Well, you
Would-
said just now, from the time I punched in to the time I leave.
Well, no, from the time your shift starts.
Okay, that's a clarification.
I correct that, and I apologize for saying the wrong thing.
Okay.
Just for clarity, so you gave him a direct order to wear the mask,
Yes,
and so are you giving him, how are you sending him home? Like, what are you coding him? And you said he's not getting paid once you send him home. Are you giving him a direct order to go home? Like, just
no,
for
he doesn't have to
clarity's
go
sake.
home, he just can't stay on the property. So if he's not gonna wear a mask, then he needs to leave the property.
So what's the next step after this? Am I going to get a call from the VTA telling me I need to...
No, I'm gonna give you Mita's phone number, and you can call her tomorrow morning, and you can discuss with her the next step. Mita is, let me write it down for you.
I don't know. I think I may have Mita's telephone number. Let me
I'm
see.
sure you already do.
I may have it.
But please call her tomorrow morning.
So you're telling me that I have no alternative. I need to leave right now because I'm not wearing a mask.
And we
I'm
feel
just
it's a
clear with
safety
that.
issue.
You feel it's a safety issue?
Yes,
Okay.
based on CDC guidelines and the notice we put out.
Okay. I think I do have her phone number.
Okay.
And if I don't, I have it in the telephone.
Now, Mike, just for the record, as far as the safety thing, so, and I understand this is VTA's policy from what has been released.
Could you write Mita's phone number on there for me?
Yeah, I have to get, I'm gonna go in
This
the
is
office and get
a
her.
VTA policy, correct? This isn't an actual CDC policy, so I just want to, just for the record, because I know he's reporting. Being that it is a VTA policy, not a CDC policy. CDC recommends staying 6 feet apart, and if you're not 6 feet apart, have a mask on, right? He does not believe in wearing a mask, and that's up to his beliefs and how he feels, or his truth, whatever it may be. CDC recommends being 6 feet apart. He's being requested to leave the property for not wearing a mask, but he's not given the opportunity to stay 6 feet away from somebody. Is that correct?
Well,
Because they're not
no,
really giving, not you, VTA is not giving the option to maintain social distancing, right? And that's been the
he
issue.
has already expressed to me he's not gonna wear a mask.
Correct,
And I
correct.
guarantee you there are gonna be
You know,
times when he's less than
I
6
see
feet from
that.
someone.
I see a lot of people who are not comfortable around me when I don't have a mask on, and I automatically distance myself from
Right.
those people because I don't want anybody to feel
Well,
uncomfortable.
then that's the point that I'm trying to make, because
Okay.
right now,
So I'm already doing that.
what I'm asking is, because VTA, right, so this is, and I'm just making sure to make sure it's confirmed on all parts, this is a VTA policy. This is not a CDC policy to have to wear a mask at all times. CDC recommends social distancing, being 6 feet away from somebody, which Dwayne does a very good job of that. He stays in his own area, he stays in his work area. He's not given that choice. He's being told if he does not wear a mask, he has to leave and he cannot work. So being that this is a VTA policy, is that what we're strictly going on for the reason of him not being able to stay on the premises? On the VTA policy, right? Not CDC or anything like that. I'm just clarifying so that way It's gonna come, this is gonna go further, right, obviously,
Yeah,
right?
and I
So
don't have a
VTA
problem with that.
And VTA makes their own policies, but their policies aren't gonna go by CDC or OSHA standards. So,
Well, until we hash all that out and get
Okay.
it squared away, he's not allowed to be here.
so my question was, does he have another option besides the mask? That's basically.
Well, there is another option, and that would be for him to be reassigned to a position where he would not be near anybody.
I could be a roll call mechanic like I was before. I'm sitting there by myself all day long, every day, doing the roll call thing. When the bus comes into for a repair, the operator usually in the break room. I'm in the bus by myself. That's how I did it for like 3 or 4 years. But that position hasn't come up for bid. There's 2 or 3 positions in roll call that's up for bid right now, and it's not being brought up for bid. I would jump on that because I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable.
The only thing you're not making, let's take those.
I mean, I'm just saying, but there are
It
some
just says
people
where
that
physical
walk.
distancing cannot be achieved or maintained.
Yeah.
So you must wear a mask if he cannot, where physical distancing cannot be achieved or maintained.
maintained, right.
So
This
during
is-
your job, or I'm just saying, you read that notice, it does say you have to wear it where it cannot be maintained. So in the shop, can you?
I can maintain it 6 feet easily in the shop.
So
I stay by myself anyway when I'm out there working.
just for the record, he says that if he can maintain physical distancing,
Well,
it even says it right
you
in
know what,
policy.
this is not the latest one. I really don't have a copy of the latest one, but I'm sure the latest one says to be on VTA property.
Yeah, they revised,
They
so
did
and that's,
revise
and that's
it.
the
It's
issue.
probably the one that we should have anyway.
Yeah, you guys kind of rushed me, so I didn't have time to find it. But I will find it and bring it to you if you want a copy of it.
Well,
I don't want a copy of it, I'm just saying that you're presenting that, I didn't know what the date was.
Well, I don't know
didn't look
what
at the
you
date.
had
I didn't
either.
look at the date on it, but I'm just going off of what that was.
Well, this one's dated June 18th, so it's old. If you give me a few minutes,
I'll give you a few minutes.
I'll go find the other notice
Okay.
and make sure you have a copy of it and understand it. And meanwhile, I'll get Mita's phone number for you,
Okay.
and I'll be right back.
All right.
I'll leave this one with you, John. That one.
That's the reason I was wondering, because if VTA's gonna give them the only option is a mask, but then, see, I don't understand how VTA has the right to supersede CDC, and that's been my argument from the beginning. They're forcing someone to wear a mask. That's why I asked the question. I hope you don't mind me asking.
They're going to be forcing a lot of stuff on people.
Right.
And the mask is the easy thing for you to stop it at.
Right.
And there's going to come a time where you're not going to be able to travel or do anything without vaccinating yourself for something that's not going to happen with me.
Right.
I'm not just like the mask ain't happening.
Well, then I'll tell you what, at that point, then I'm gonna be on your side. 'Cause there's a limit where I'm gonna draw a limit.
No, I am not. And have you ever seen Bill Gates on his little interviews on the television, and he's got that duper light on his face?
Uh-huh.
He knows he's duping people.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Hell no.
There's so many propagandas and.
And what is Bill Gates doing pushing vaccines?
No shit.
Are you gonna keep that copy?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I just
Yeah.
wanna make sure, I got a picture of it.
Oh, this?
I took a
Oh,
picture.
okay. All right. You can have it since it's the old one. It's not going by what they're talking about now.
He's sending you home off of that
He's
one.
sending
too.
you home on an old,
On an old
fucking
document.
memo.
I know.
That's why it's,
But, well, yeah,
I'm looking-
good. Hold me to it.
I'm looking for.
The one that you have is the latest one.
I know.
You rushed.
That's
you
the
rushed
operation,
it.
yeah, that's the
Fuck
operation
that.
notice, right? That's when they send down the operation notice.
Yeah, this doesn't make any damn sense.
The thing is, you're getting a direct order to wear it. Is he giving you a direct order to, you know, those are like, he's so all over the map.
Yeah.
What he's telling you.
It's because he has no idea.
Yeah,
And
he has
what's,
no idea.
he has no fucking clue. And what's really upsetting to me about that is Mita fucking had the audacity to be here all day long and left when the meeting started.
She was here today?
She was here, didn't she call you?
She called me from her house.
Oh, she called from her house?
Yeah.
Why would she call you at work to see if you felt earthquake? That's weird. It's fucking creepy. And wasn't fucking,
She called the shop phone.
And wasn't there talks of River Oaks? Were you here to explain to him?
That's what I heard.
Instead, they just pushed it on Mike, who has no idea what the fuck's going on.
It's on his own fault. He should have kept his bitch ass in the office instead of walking around fucking trying to get people to comply with this stupid bullshit. You don't see Nick Smith fucking in here, you know, there's a reason why he's in here. It's because he fucking brought it up. Fucking micromanager, dude.
I don't think anybody in the shop was complaining.
Fuck no, we're not complaining.
Nope. As far as I'm concerned, you stick to yourself, I stick to myself, we're happy.
Trust me, Dwayne, if we had issues, you'd know about it.
I sit to myself with my mask off, you sit to yours with your mask off. Again, we have the same beliefs. I may choose to wear it in front of people because they ask. I respect why you choose not to. That's, you know, hey, it is what it is. Again, I'm too scared to get fucking sent home because I need to pay rent. So.
Well, I need to pay rent too, but it's a limit as to how far I'm gonna go.
No, I feel it. I get it. I respect it. I do. I respect it. I wish I had a little more of the ball you have, in the same sense. Like I said, if it's gonna make them fucking smile at me walking through the shop wearing it, and I take it off when I get to my area, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk through the shop, I'm gonna take it off as soon as I get to my work area.
You know, eventually though, you're gonna get to the line that you're not willing to cross.
You're absolutely right.
And when you get there,
Crossing it was already when I called the union and said I'm not gonna work for 7.5. So that's already the line that was crossed with that.
Okay.
Right?
Ron, coming back?
Yeah. You want me to get them?
Yeah. This will be the number.
okay.
And this is the same one that he had a minute ago, I saw. This one is dated September 2nd. And this one says, a face in dark, big red letters,
Okay, let me see that.
a face mask must be worn in the division.
Okay.
Face, I'll wait till he comes in. This one's dated September 2nd.
Okay.
Big red letters, a face mask must always be worn in the division. Face masks must be worn while in hallways, restrooms, break rooms, ready rooms, training rooms, conference rooms, locker rooms, TV rooms, shop floors, bays, at a workbench, in, under, or next to a revenue or non-revenue vehicle, while in someone else's workspace, walking into or out of any door, in a warehouse, a storeroom, a bay, on the fuel island, at a gathering area, on a platform, at a transit center, and at a bus stop. Failure to wear a cloth face covering or face mask may result in discipline. No longer can forgetfulness be an excuse for not wearing your mask. The health and safety of VTA employees and the public depends on everyone's full cooperation and compliance. I am unwilling to lose any of you to this illness. While at any VTA facility, the only time you may be without a mask properly covering your nose and mouth is if a physical barrier, wall, door, sneeze guard, or partition is separating you from others, or while eating a meal and distanced at least 6 feet from others. Keeping a snack nearby or in hand to pretend to be eating as an excuse for not wearing a mask is unacceptable. Masks may not be left on your desktop, toolbox, in your pocket, purse, or backpack. Maintaining a distance of at least 6 feet from others, unless it is necessary to be closer for the job you are performing, practicing proper hand hygiene, and wearing a face mask are your best tools to guard your life and livelihood, as well as those of your family members, co-workers, and their families and customers from this pandemic. Operators must always wear face coverings while operating a bus or LRV, per the Santa Clara County Public Health Department. All employees must always wear a face covering in a division, shop, fuel island, bus parking, employee parking, or LRV parking, and at all times while working in or on VTA property and away from a dedicated workspace that is physically separated from others. CDC does not currently recommend use of face shields as a substitute for masks. Operations Division employees who are medically unable to wear a cloth face covering or face mask must first discuss their issue with their supervisor or superintendent. Documentation may be required. Please be advised of the following. Maintenance employees using a mask for non-COVID-19 PPE are responsible for ensuring it meets the required safety standards for the task they are performing. If a face shield is approved, it must wrap the sides of the face and extend below the chin. If you have any questions, please contact your supervisor or superintendent. That's your copy.
All right.
Okay, so that one's a little bit different from this one, a little more direct, and fits what I'm asking you to do better. So,
So, are you asking me again if I'm going to wear a mask?
correct?
No.
Okay, then you're punched out then.
Okay.
Are you sending him home now?
Yes,
Okay. And,
at 5:10.
he should be ADM and paid until it's clarified, if you're asking him to call Mita and everything, so it should be ADM paid until it's clarified what everything is.
Okay. But he's on non-paid status though.
He should be paid until he's called, you're asking him to call Mita. I'm just
Yeah,
stating,
tomorrow.
You do it, I'm saying it, but you're sending him home,
Mm-hmm.
so you should ADM him.
Well, and I'm also informing him he's on non-paid status.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not arguing with you, I'm just saying that he should
Okay.
be on, he should be.
I really
Well,
don't care about
if
the
you-
pay anyway, so that's okay.
Well,
Y'all,
if you have a problem
you-
with it, grieve it.
I don't have a problem with it. I'll go home.
Okay,
If that's what you're telling me to do.
yeah.
So that's the only thing I wanted to know was that you're telling me that I need to go home. Okay. All right. Well, folks, you seen what I saw. You know what's happening. I just need to say this, and that is, if people need to start standing up and be willing to take what comes to stop this from continuing. It's if people continue to go along, to get along, this situation that we're experiencing right now is never going to stop, and it's only going to get worse. So I'm gonna drive home now, and I'll put this video up, and if you all feel that I had a bad deal here, hey, feel free to call VTA and let them know what you think. All right, that's all I got to say on this issue. Y'all have a good one.